Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is Karina from Per Diem Thrifts. And I apologize for the background. You know what? That's just real life for you. This is how my room looks, and that's how you're getting it. But anyway, before we get into the video, I want to do my reseller highlight. And today I'm going to be featuring my girl Regina from Basic Posh Babe. She was running a 50% off sale this past weekend, and I grabbed a few things from her, including the shorts that I'm wearing. Let me see if I can show you guys. Sorry it's dark, but I got these Free People like cut-off shorts from her Poshmark closet, and I love them so much. I also got a pair of sweatpants, but I'm just on a roll with sweatpants this month. Definitely stocking up, but I love her closet. I also mentioned her in another video talking about her personal branding skills. So if you guys want to check her out, here is her handle on both Poshmark and on Instagram. So go show her some love, check out her Poshmark closet, and definitely give her a follow over on Instagram. I wanted to go over my numbers with you guys from July. I'm not gonna lie, it was not a good month for me. It was my second worst month this year. So it's kind of a bummer, but you know what? That's just kind of motivating me to do better in the following months, and I really want to end this year strong. But anyway, in July, I did $3,729.44 over all platforms that I sold on. So that was Poshmark, Mercari, and I think I made like one eBay sale, and then Instagram sales and other things like that. Mainly going to be focusing on the Poshmark sales, but I'm gonna share some Mercari sales as well. And just to give you guys like full transparency, this wasn't all just made on Poshmark, it was made on multiple platforms. Before I dive into my breakdown of the month, I want to share some of the highlights that sold as well as some of the not so great sales. So let's just get into that. And I'm sorry if I keep like looking off the camera. I have like my spreadsheet right behind the camera, and then I have my iPad with all my sales on it, so I'm just like reading off all of the notes that I took. I made a few good sales, but honestly a lot of it was lower tier stuff, so I just want to tell you that these were like the highlights. This wasn't the norm of the month, but let's just get right into it. So these are in no order or anything. I was just going through my sales and seeing what sold for like a high price. The first one I want to share with you is this black halo lane sheath dress, and this sold for $99. I offered free shipping on it, so that was like a $7 and something discount. And so after the Poshmark fees and after that shipping discount, I earned $71.75. The next thing that sold was actually from my consignment client, so that was kind of exciting. I've been selling a lot more from that consignment client. If you guys haven't seen that video, I will put it up here, but I pretty much got my first consignment client, and I've been selling through their stuff, so really happy that it's actually moving, and I can't wait to go back and see them again and grab more stuff from them. But anyway, I sold this Louis Vuitton's men's logo swim shorts. These sold for $80, and after Poshmark fees I made $64. I'm realizing now that I actually have a few men's items on here. So the next piece is another men's item. This was a pair of Red Wing Super Sole 8-inch soft toe boots. This was my first time finding this brand, and actually I paid up quite a bit for these at Goodwill. I paid $50, but they sold for $160, and after Poshmark fees I made $128. I would definitely pick this brand up again, up to $50 if I could find it in really good condition. I believe these ones were like new or new without tags. They were in absolutely excellent condition. But if you guys ever find this brand, it's definitely a bolo. This next piece was another new to me brand, and I found this at Goodwill as well. It was this Henrik Vibskov 100% wool Hello bomber jacket, and there wasn't a lot of information about this brand on Poshmark. All I knew was that it was kind of like a streetwear brand. I couldn't find this exact jacket anywhere, so I kind of listed it high, not knowing what it would end up selling at, and it sold for $95 minus a $2.46 discount. So after fees and everything, I earned $73.54. I'm really enjoying selling men's stuff. Every time I go to the thrift or every time I go sourcing, I try to familiarize myself with more brands, because for some reason I didn't think that, you know, men's items sold that well, but if you find the right stuff, you can make some pretty good sales. So here's your sign, if you don't sell men's clothes, to experiment a little bit and see what kind of brands you can find, and see how well they can do for you. This next piece I've had for a while, so I was really glad that it sold, and it sold for a good price. It was this Iro black Nalita tuxedo mini dress. This was so pretty, and I feel like it probably didn't sell because, you know, we were in quarantine, nobody was going anywhere. Now people are going places, so they're starting to buy fancy things again. And this sold for $70. After Poshmark fees, I made $54. This next piece, it's actually two pieces, but I put it in one listing. It was New Tags by Capulet, and it was a matching set. They were the Kayla and Lucy lemon drop pieces, and I was going to list them separately, but matching sets have been really popular lately, so I decided to just put it into one listing, and they sold together for $80 minus Poshmark fees. I made $64. This next piece, I don't have good luck with this brand. It ends up sitting for me all the time, but this finally sold for me, and it was this Dress the Population red sequin gown. This was beautiful. It sold for $75, and after Poshmark fees, I made $60. I actually got rated less than 5 stars on this. The buyer did not like that I shipped it in an Amazon box or that I used eBay tape for it. So that was interesting. I was just trying to, you know, reduce, reuse, recycle, and I have a crap ton of eBay tape. Whatever. So I learned my lesson. I'm just not gonna ship with eBay tape anymore, and if it's, I don't know, I didn't think there was anything wrong with shipping with Amazon boxes or like reusing old boxes as long as they're still like in good condition. Obviously I'm not gonna ship something with like a hole in the box, but I don't know, to each their own. Apparently that was not something that this buyer wanted, but it's totally fine. I mean, the dress came in good condition to her, and she just didn't like the packaging. Alright, so moving on to my worst sales on Poshmark. The first was this Zara Girls checkered dress, and this was actually another piece from my consignment client. My client doesn't really care what I sell anything for, and we're splitting all of the profits in half. So I just wanted to kind of get this out, and I received an offer within like minutes of me listing this for $11, and I took it. After Poshmark fees, I earned $8.05. This next piece, if you guys saw my Fashion Without Trashin' unboxing, I believe this piece came from there, and it was this And Other Stories black printed top. It's funny because And Other Stories is one of those brands that retails for a good amount but doesn't have a very high resale rate. Also, tops just don't do well for me in general. So this top sold for $14. Minus Poshmark fees, I earned $11.05. Another piece that came from that Fashion Without Trashin' box was this Life Elsewhere t-shirt. I accepted an offer on this for $10, and I earned $7.05 after the Poshmark fees. Those are two pieces that I wouldn't typically pick up like at the thrift store, so I was, you know, kind of okay to just get it out. I've also been getting a lot of inventory in, so towards the end of July I was just trying to clear out as much inventory as I possibly could, and I was just accepting offers left and right, and those were two things that just happened to not sell for that much. This last one that I'm sharing with you guys is kind of sad. I did lose money on this one. Everything else I've at least profited like a couple dollars on, but this one I really lost money on it, and I didn't realize that I lost money on it until after the fact, until I looked at my spreadsheet and saw how much I purchased it for. But it was this New Tags Indica black smocked ruffle dress. I actually bought this in Portland from Buffalo Exchange, and I remember in my haul video I was so excited that I found this because I thought it was a different brand. I always get Indica and Inda mixed up, and Inda sells for a lot, while Indica is a brand that is sold at LF. Do not be fooled by brands that are sold at LF. They have a very high retail rate, like over $100 for a plain shirt. And when it comes to resale, you can barely give them away for free. So that's kind of what happened with this dress. It ended up selling for $12, and and after Poshmark fees, I earned $9.05, and my cost of goods on that was $14. So I lost about $5 on that. But you know what? It happens. Actually, it doesn't happen often. I'm usually very careful about not losing money on an item. If I did that too much, obviously my business wouldn't be profitable. I'm glad that it doesn't happen a lot, but this particular one I just didn't catch in time, and that is 100% my fault. But moving forward, I'm going to be a little bit more careful and make sure that I'm picking up Inda and not Indica. Okay, so I did make a few sales on Mercari. I'm not going to share all of them with you guys. I'm not going to share all of them with you, but I wanted to share some of my favorite sales that I made on there. And the first were these Roger Vivier, I think, kitty sandals in kite brown. And these were a fun find. I found them at Goodwill for like $3, and I didn't know anything about the brand. I brought them home and I looked them up, and they actually retail for a good amount. And these sold for $75. I offered free shipping on them, so I had to pay shipping out of pocket, but after the earnings, not including the shipping fee that I had to pay, I earned $65.02. But they were super lightweight, and I'm pretty sure I shipped them like first class, so it didn't cost too much to ship those out. The next piece that sold was this Daydreamer and Free People Beach Boys shirt. I wanted to keep this for myself so bad. I got this in a Daydreamer box from Boutique by the Box, and yeah, I love the Beach Boys, so I wanted to keep this for myself, but it was a size extra large and it was just huge on me, so I sold it, and it sold for $53, and I offered free shipping, so I earned $45.86. It was so cute though. Honestly, that Daydreamer box that I got from Boutique by the Box was really good, so if you guys can pick it up, it does have a high average cost per item, but I've been selling a few pieces for like over $50, which is great, and they're super on trend because they're all like band tees. So if you guys are interested in one of those boxes, definitely pick them up. They sell out pretty quick. So just give them a follow on Instagram and check out when they list those. The last sale that I'm going to share with you guys was really exciting for me. If you guys saw my San Diego resale general merchandise unboxing, that video was pretty disappointing, but I finally got to listing these Veer Wagon sidewalls, and they sold in like an hour for $50, and the buyer paid for shipping, so I earned $43.25. So far, that's the only thing that I've sold from that box, but it sold so fast, and it really gave me hope because I didn't think I was going to be able to sell anything in that box. But those are my highlights of sales from July. In total, I sold 71 items, and that's versus 142 that I sold in May and 115 that I sold in June. So I definitely sold less items in July. I think that's also because I listed a lot less items as well. If you've been following me, then you know that I took a lot of trips in June and July. I took a lot of time off or away from my business, so my sales definitely suffered. And that is motivation enough for me to get my shit together for the end of the year and do better. Anyway, to finish down my breakdown for the month, like I said earlier, my total sales were $3,729.44. My earnings were $2,502. So that's not subtracting my cost of goods, that's just subtracting any shipping discounts or fees from the platforms that I was selling on. My average sale price actually went up from the previous month. It was at $39.14 in June, and in July it moved up to $43.88, and that's awesome. My ultimate goal is to have like an average sale price of like $50. The highest Sorry, I'm looking at my spreadsheet right behind the camera, but the highest I've gotten is $48. So hopefully this next month I can get it up higher to $50. My average earnings was $35.24. That also went up from June, and my average profit was $26.03 per sale or per item. That also went up from June as well. So, even though this was a bad month revenue-wise, my averages were definitely higher than the previous months. And I think that just goes to show that I'm focusing more on higher individual sales rather than like mass sales, if that makes sense. In these next few months, I'm definitely trying to step that up even more and get my revenue, my total sales back to where it was. My goal for August is to hit $7,000 in sales, and that would be my best sales month, I think, ever. So we'll see if I can do that. I'm definitely working my little butt off to try to get there and listing as much as I can, but let me know down below what your guys' sales goal is for the month of August, and let's try to keep each other accountable and check in on each other and make sure that we hit our goals, okay? I hope you guys liked this video. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I will see you guys next time. Bye!